Hello and welcome, I am your humble host, your purveyor of plastics, Sam of SG1, coming at you for another Transformers Transformation Review thingy. And this time we're taking a look at Generation 1 Powermaster, Joyride and Haywire. Now, I have reviewed him before, but I got like so little views on it, I thought I'd do it again. Plus it's a really cool figure as well. And he transforms into a Baja buggy, and he's really fucking cool, and he rolls really nicely. Yeah. You've got some really nice details on it. Do like the blue of the cockpit there. You've got these nice rear lights there. You've got the engine block, which we'll take a look at in a moment. You've got the shocks there. You've got a winch on the front, which is really cool. You've got nice big chunky wheels, slightly bigger ones on the back. Some nice details on this section here, and a fist, oh dear. And then nothing at the back there, and on the bottom. You couldn't possibly tell it was a Transformer, apart from it saying 1987, the year Star Trek Next Generation started as well. I'd have been 7 years old. Hasbro Inc. Takara 1987, China. Yeah, but there's no... One good thing about this figure is there is no kibble. There is no obvious robot parts apart from his fists. So you look at the bottom, you can't tell where arms are going to be, where legs are going to be, anything like that if you count them. But generally, though, it's a pretty neat vehicle. You got a nice spoiler on the back, and he is looking a bit shabby. I'm gonna have to do a toy hacks video at some stage, but I'm probably gonna be leaving that now till after TFN, because I'm saving up for TFN. So yeah, and he rolls, like I said, really nicely. So he does have weapon storage, and in this mode it's not too egregious, because one thing I hate is when you've got a car and then they just slap a gun on top and then call it storage or battle mode. This, it kind of works, because these Baja buggies are sort of, put together anyway, but, we'll take a look at his gun, actually. He's got just a nice double-barreled sort of rifle there. It's a bit asymmetrical as well, which is very nice. Yeah, it's got some nice details on it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, it's got like a clip this side, and then like a light or a laser sight this side. Or both, even, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so we'll just put that out there, and then we'll take a look at his Powermaster partner. And we'll just take him out of there. It should just pop out there, yeah. And that's what he looks without the Powermaster partner. You can see there's obviously something missing there. Yeah. And I'll explain the gimmick in a moment as well. So you got a nice gold chrome. This is Hotwire, and he is an engine, as you can see. Now, it's a weird thing that the Decepticon ones didn't have chrome. I mean, there's only three if you count, what are they called? Double dealer, but they don't have chrome on them, which is a lot of shame. What am I talking about? Which is a big shame. There we are. That's what I meant to say. But it's very nicely chromed on there. Vac metalized. Yeah, and then you've got robot that side. So we'll take him to robot mode. Every Powermaster transforms the same. You rotate his legs down like that, and this one's pretty tight, actually. And then there he is in robot mode. He's got... His arms can move forward a little bit, but that's your lot in articulation. But there's some nice detail in there for such a smallish figure. Are we going to focus? There we go. You can see his visor there, and you've got like an asymmetrical head. Like, you can imagine this is like a searchlight or something. You've got these power... armor going on there. You got these cables that look like breathing apparatus, and then you've got the face. If you can zoom it in even more, come on, focus. There we go. I think somebody's been a bit overzealous with the paint on his eyes there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I always like the two partner gimmick anyway. I think Headmasters did it best, but Target Masters not so much, because at least with Target Masters, Headmasters, they can ride inside the vehicles, whereas these can't. And it seems... I think they got the... Well, I'll explain the gimmick. So the gimmick is this. So these can't transform without the engine inside. So you transform him back to his engine mode, thus, quite easy. And then what you do is you place him back in this section here. And what it does, you see there's a button just there. And what it does is... you connect him in. I mean, any Powermaster will work, but... And then you've got the space for the head there, and you plug that in like that, which loosens everything up when it goes in. There we are. Now you can transform it. he says. There we are. Yeah, so there's a lot of the times these end up being broken because people lose these and then just snap it and make it transform. Yeah. So let's transform him. So what do we do? First thing to do, come to the legs, and we rotate these legs out like that. We can also rotate them by the waist, like that. And he can still roll, which is pretty cool. Then we get this section at the front, rotate it back like that. His head will pop out. Get this section here, and then we rotate this all the way around like that. And boom, he is a robot in disguise, if you like. And he's not going to stand up, is he? Come on. You've been stood on a shelf for about 5 years, and you will not stand up for me now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, wow, you stand up. Let's move his arms out. Maybe that just counterbalances it just enough. Come on. No. He will not stand up. Just give us 1 second. But there he is in robot mode, and he's pretty cool, actually. I like the colour scheme on it. I like the sort of turquoisey blue with the sort of neon-y pink and the little bits of white here and there. Oh, sorry, slightly off-white. And he's pretty cool. Come on, stand up for Tony. Come on. And while in this mode as well, you can disconnect the Powermaster. Hey, there we go, he stood up. So you can, have them interact with each other. You can stand there with him, which is pretty cool. As I say, he gets his gun, and he can give him his gun, and he can gun all afternoon, which is pretty cool. So in terms of articulation, his arms, as you can hear, do have a real nice ratchet joint in them. Ooh. And you can bend at the elbow, which is unusual for a G1, which is very cool. Nothing at the head. His waist will move, but it's more hindered by that bit. And he's got a uni knee like that. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's not too bad for a G1, to be fair. I have seen worse. Duocons, I'm looking at you. But yeah, I like him. I like this guy. I like the Powermasters. I'm missing Getaway. What's the other robot I'm missing? Getaway, Slapdash. The Decepticon ones, what's it called? Dreadwing and Darkwing. Dreadwind and Darkwing, yeah. And I have Optimus Prime and I have Double Dealer. And they're only the Powermasters that were ever made, so yeah. Not counting the Japanese ones, which are basically the same but different mould. So let's take a look at his face there. He's got a real nice face. It'd be nice if the eyes had been painted in blue, but he's got a nice big visor there. His cool shades. Stickers are a little bit peeling. Like I say, I've got to do a toy hacks video at some stage, but it's going to be after TF Nation now. And yeah, and that is Joyride in his robot mode, and he looks pretty cool. I do like him, I really do. He's chunky, he does the job, and he comes with a little partner. This is why I like the Unicron trilogy quite a lot. That's particularly Armada. Because you get 2 toys, basically. You get a big toy and a little toy that interact with each other. So this is basically the forerunner of the Minicon gimmick. And speaking of Minicons wear a little bigger. Let me just show you here. So this is Spark Plug, just to give you an idea. So they are a little bigger. But it's the basis of this gimmick, really. So we'll get rid of him. We don't need to see him anymore. But yeah, if you can pick one of these guys up, I think you should. They are getting a little bit more expensive. Do you know what? I can't remember how much I paid for this because I got this during the first lockdown. It was my first purchase off Toy Fu. I got a big box that day. I was very, very happy. It's good. I like it. So if you like what I do, hit like and subscribe. Helps out the algorithm, costs you nothing. And check out my other videos. Hit the notification bell to tell me I've got new videos out. Should be every Thursday and Saturday. Check out my socials, all in the description below. Check out my, if you're in a position to help out the channel, please check out my Patreon. I have some cool rewards over there. And for as little as $1 a month, you can have your name in the credits, which is so cool. I've got a gaming channel now, so please check out that. It's Soundwave SG1 Versus, where I verse various games. And I will catch you all very soon. Or a big shout out to all my Patreons, all my subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will catch you very soon. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I gear up to transform. Soundwave SG-1, bringing thunder in the storm. Watch me review, watch this channel ignite. Fusing metal and vision, let's take flight. Transform.